Have you ever wished you could fix your life just by thinking hard enough? Like, stare at your bank account until the numbers rise? Or imagine a perfect day so strongly that the universe just says, okay, fine, here you go. Well, what if that wasn't a joke? What if your thoughts could literally bend reality? In this video, we're running a wild experiment. Not the manifest good vibes only type. Nope. I mean a literal scientific what-if scenario. What if every thought in your mind had physical power? Not metaphorically, not spiritually. I mean actual power. Enough to push, pull, break, change, or influence the world around you. Imagine a universe where thinking "I'm hungry" causes your fridge to open itself. Or worrying about being late makes all traffic lights turn red instantly. Yeah, this might get chaotic. To understand what this world looks like, we'll break it down step by step. How thoughts work in your brain right now. What would happen if those thoughts spilled into the real world? How society would collapse or evolve? And the big twist, what this scenario secretly says about your actual life. Let's begin. Right now, your thoughts are just tiny electrical signals inside your brain. A little spark here, a bit of chemistry there. Nothing outside your skull notices them. You can think, let this spoon float, and the spoon does absolutely nothing. Your disappointment level rises, but physics remains unbothered. Your brain generates about 70,000 thoughts a day, but none of them leak into the real world unless you speak, move, act, or make a decision. Basically, thoughts have potential, but they don't have power. But let's flip that. All right, welcome to the alternate universe where thinking something doesn't just stay inside your head. It becomes real-world energy. Imagine every thought shoots out of your brain like an invisible force, a tiny gravity wave, or a pressure ripple or a burst of electromagnetic push. Nothing magical, just physics, with a deadly twist. So what happens? Let's go through the first 5 minutes of your new life. First thought, ugh, too bright. The sun dims by 20%. Second thought, I'm so hungry. Your kitchen cabinet explodes open like it's possessed. You think, man, I'm late. Your clock panics and speeds up by 15 minutes. Before you even stand up, you've already broken 3 laws of nature and 2 kitchen drawers. Now imagine millions of people doing this at the same time. One person worries their plane might crash. The plane nosedives. Another hopes their crush texts them. Her phone blasts with 37 notifications. Someone imagines an earthquake. The ground shakes. Someone yells, I can't handle this. The universe whispers, say no more. Pure chaos. But this is just the start. Humans have messy brains. We think random junk all day, intrusive thoughts, daydreams, fears, memories, stupid ideas. Now all of that becomes real. Let's list the disasters. Intrusive thoughts become actual problems. Ever had the random thought, what if I accidentally drop my phone off this building? Well, now you would, because the thought itself would yank the phone right out of your hand. Dark thoughts? Same deal. A terrifying idea becomes a physical event. Your brain becomes the world's most dangerous superweapon. 2. Anxiety turns into natural disasters. If 10,000 people collectively worry about unemployment, the economy literally collapses. If people fear storms, the sky responds. If people imagine accidents, accidents happen. Fear becomes physics. Arguments become war zones. 2 people angry at each other? Their thoughts push and pull objects around like possessed toddlers. If millions of people get angry on Twitter at the same time, yeah, half the planet would probably sink. 4. Governments collapse instantly. No leader survives day 1. Why? Because the moment a nation imagines something bad happening to their leader, it happens instantly. Democracy becomes impossible. Dictatorship becomes impossible. Everything becomes impossible. Basically, the world ends in 72 hours. But wait, not everything is doomed. Humans adapt. It's messy, but we learn. At first, everyone panics. But over time, people realize, if your thoughts shape reality, then controlling your mind is survival. This forces the fastest mental evolution in history. Meditation becomes a life skill. Not for peace, for survival. Everyone learns to silence their thoughts like a monk guarding the universe. 2. Emotional intelligence becomes more valuable than money. Because if you lose your temper, you don't just ruin your day, you ruin everything around you. Calm people become the strongest humans alive, even stronger than the gym bros. 3. Focus becomes a superpower. If you can concentrate for 10 minutes straight, you're basically a living god. You could fix buildings, heal injuries, shape landscapes, create new things just by thinking with precision. Humanity becomes a civilization of brain-powered reality engineers. But it all leads to one massive reveal. Here's the twist. We already live in a world where thoughts bend reality, just not physically, not in the dramatic spoon-floating, cabinet-exploding way. Here's how. Your thoughts shape your decisions. Your decisions shape your actions. Your actions shape your habits. Your habits shape your entire future. If you constantly think you're unlucky, your brain literally filters opportunities out. If you believe you're capable, you act like someone who is, and you build the evidence to prove it. Your brain creates your version of reality long before the world sees it. Not by magic, by behavior. The universe isn't bending around you, but your life is bending around what you repeatedly think. And here's the part people hate to admit. Your thoughts don't need superpowers to destroy your future. They already can. And they don't need superpowers to build a better one. They already can. So no, you can't explode a cabinet with your mind. You can't flip a car by thinking aggressively at it. You can't dim the sun because you're cranky, but in a slower, quiet, scarier way. Your thoughts already shape everything you do, not in seconds, but over months, years, and decades. If that version of reality bending sounds less exciting, tough. It's the version you actually live with, and it's powerful enough to rewrite your entire life, if you use it intentionally. If you enjoyed this type of what-if, science breakdown hit like so YouTube knows you want more, drop a comment telling me the next crazy scenario you want explored. And if you love curiosity-filled videos like this, subscribe. I've got more mind-bending ideas coming soon.